Well, guys, welcome back. And of course, I'm referring to those of you who disappeared after the championship game in college basketball, took a few weeks off, and now you're back for the NBA playoffs. As I've always maintained, I think the playoffs far easier to win during the postseason than it is during the regular season because you have some consistency. You've got best of 7 series. You've got teams that are playing every other night. Yes, they're switching locales, but you're able to spot trends in the series, both as team play and individual play, and that makes the postseason far easier to bet on and win on. And with that in mind, I'm going to give you a free selection on game number 1 of the Oklahoma City-Memphis series. Plus, in baseball, going to take a look at a late-night game between the Giants and Padres. It was on the winning side of the total last night with the under as a complimentary play in that series. Today, I'm going to give you the side selection for game number 2 between the Padres and Giants, and an early free pick as well on the Tigers and Angels. Of course, this being Saturday, you know the deal, guys. For over 2.5 years, every single Saturday, I've given you a money-saving discount coupon code that could save you potentially hundreds of dollars off your total purchase price. And today is no different. Just because the playoffs are starting, why change? So today, guys, here's the deal. You can save 25% off your total purchase price, 25% off your total purchase price, simply by using coupon code 25%. Now that's 25, P-E-R-C-E-N-T, with no space between the number or the word, 25%. And it's a mix and match coupon, which means you can put anything in your shopping cart at one time and save 25%. That can be one or more handicappers picks. That can be one or more handicappers packages of any length. Put it in your shopping cart and save 25% off your total purchase price, and that's where the savings add up. The only stipulation, can't come in and get Brad Wilton's big play and 3 hours later come in and get my play. Okay, you got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time, and then you save 25% off your total purchase price by using coupon code 25%. And of course, if you ever have any questions, you can always contact customer service. That's what they're there for. You can also save $24 on a single purchase today by using coupon code, are you ready? $24, 24 D-O-L-L-A-R-S. And how about Jeff Benton? It's like a broken record, but it's a good record to be broken. That's for damn sure. Jeff Benton today going for winning day number 11 out of 12. You've got an 8 of the past 10 winners at huge discounted prices. Last night, NL Total of the Month winner, Pirates Brewers over. You got it for $9. 2 nights ago, NL Total of the Month winner, Part 1. With the Cardinals and the Nationals going over. You got that winner for $9 as well. Today, save $75. Western Conference opening round total of the year. Clippers Warriors over under goes at 3:30 Eastern time. Again, you save $75 off the purchase price by using coupon code Benton75. Benton75. Jeff, as he has won 10 of the last 11 days, has made $10 bettors a little over $3,700. And for the second straight day, I'm putting myself on the line. I'm going for winning day number 11 out of 13 with 10-dime baseball winner, number 6 in a row, and a 10-dime play is my second biggest play in baseball, and a 5th straight run line winner. And just like last night's run line winner with Oakland, easily up 7-0 after the end of 1 and an 11-3 rout of the Houston Astros. Today's play you can get for just $24. I'm calling it my NBA Playoff Bankroll Builder part number 2. Save $55 by using coupon code DeMarco55. DeMarco55. The big play today, of course, is Brad Wilton. Brad Wilton is going today for winning day number 16 out of 21. That's his short-term run. His long-term run, he's won 60 of the last 98 days. And even further back, he's made $10 bettors, $14,180 since last July. Today, his biggest NBA play of his career, and remember, he joined this site shortly after the Super Bowl 2 years ago, is his 100-dime winner, number 10 out of 12, his opening round playoff game of the year, Atlanta and Indiana, perhaps one of the more overlooked games. Personally, I got to be honest with you, I think it's one of the toughest games to pick today on the card. Twice as big as his 50-dime winner last night on the Braves and a near no-hitter of the Mets. And, of course, his last 3 100-dime basketball releases. Kentucky, remember the last second shot over Michigan. Wisconsin outright in overtime over Arizona. Florida destroying Pittsburgh in the big dance. And also as big as that little 100-dime play he had on the Seattle Seahawks against the Denver Broncos back in February in that I don't know, that little football game the NFL threw, that shindig the pros had. He was one of just 3 handicappers at the site to have a play on the Seahawks, and this play today is every bit as strong. And that's what Brad Wilton has going today. Shawn Michaels, not only going for winning day number 91 out of 144, but today 50-dime winner number 43 out of 72 is his first round teaser of the year. Now, Shawn is a guy like myself, like Scott Delaney, like Craig Davis. We're not averse to playing teasers, and he's got a real interesting philosophy about teasers. You can read it on his homepage. First round teaser of the year, Thunder, Grizzlies, Clippers, Warriors, the side selections for both games. Keep in mind, over the past 2.5 years, he is on a 39-17 roll with teaser releases in all sports. 39-17. And actually, my correction here coming up, that is over the past 4.5 years, that teaser roll. And of course, he's made $10 players a little over $25,000 the past 11 months. And with that being said, I decided today to make Shawn Michaels the half price play of the day. You get the play for half price by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F. Quick congratulations going out to Gabriel Dabano at his biggest baseball play of the season yesterday, 100-dime winner. He was on the A's, just like myself, in that run line route of the Houston Astros. Somebody you should be aware of. Craig Davis, today, going for winning day number 38 out of 63, with his 50-dime winner number 5 out of 7. It's your Memphis, Oklahoma City side. I've said this many times, Craig Davis has been like money in the bank with his plays involving the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is no big surprise since he resides right outside of Oklahoma City. If there's one guy you should turn to for the play on that particular game, it would be my recommendation to always look for Craig Davis in that particular game, in that particular series as well. Okay, let me give you my take on the Thunder Grizzly. Am I overjoyed that it's a 7.5-point line? Not really, but it just shows you also the power of the Thunder in this series. Listen, they took 3 out of the 4 regular season meetings, right? They won by 16 points at Memphis in mid-December. Of course, let's grant the Grizzlies a little bit of a hall pass in that one. They didn't have Marc Gasol in that one. They lost by 3 points at Memphis in mid-January, but although the Grizzlies were without Mike Conley, the Thunder were without Russell Westbrook. Then they won by 9 points in a low-scoring game back on February 3rd in Oklahoma City. And then on February 28th, the last regular season meeting, they won by 6 points. The bottom line is they won 3 of the 4 games in which Russell Westbrook was in the lineup. And remember, this is a big revenge situation because after Westbrook got knocked out in the first-round series against Houston a year ago, you always got to love when your phone rings in the middle of these reports. The Grizzlies dispatched the Thunder in 5 quick games in the second round, minus Westbrook. Listen, Kevin Durant this year averaged nearly 31 points in the 4 meetings against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are tough defensively, but they suddenly aren't going to wake up today and go, geez, we have the solution. We know how we're going to stop Kevin Durant. More importantly, Westbrook is healthy. 3 knee surgeries over the course of a year. But, since he really returned the final time this year and has been playing at full strength since, I guess it's been late February, he's averaged 23 points, 7 assists, and a little over 5 rebounds a game. But he's playing just about 28 minutes a game. So, his minutes are down, his shooting percentage is up. He's hitting almost 46% of his shots in that stretch, and he's playing more controlled on the court, as witnessed by the nearly 7 assists he's averaging per game. I know that the Grizzlies are 33-13 since Marc Gasol returned from his injury in late January. That's 1 game better than the finish the Thunder went on during the stretch drive. But the bottom line is this. The Thunder know that they want to play fast. This is a team that was 6th in the league in scoring, averaging 106 points a game. They were 6th in the league in fast break points this season. They were 8th in points off of turnovers this season. They want to play up-tempo. Memphis wants to slow down the tempo, which is really what most NBA teams do in the postseason. You get more into a deliberate half-court, slow-down tempo style game. But I say the Thunder aren't going to be trapped in this one. I think they pulled away late. And although I wish it was 6, I'd be willing to lay the 7.5 points in that one. Now, let's turn to baseball. The first game is going to be the nighttime game between The Giants and the Padres. Now, Tim Hudson is going for the Giants today, and the team has won all three of his starts, and he's compiled a 2.35 earned run average in that stretch. You know what? In 23 innings pitched so far this season, he has not walked a single batter and given up just 15 hits, and he's owned the Padres here, no matter who's he pitched for recently. He's 5-1 with a 1.75 earned run average in his last 8 starts against the Padres, who tonight are going with Eric Stoltz, who really, pitched better at home last year than he did on the road. And in his first 2 road starts this season, he got clobbered. Then in his first home start, Monday against Colorado, I was on the Padres that night. Hey, listen, I was lucky they came back and rallied for the 5-4 win because Stoltz did not pitch well in that contest, giving up 4 runs and 9 hits in just 5 innings of work. 6 starts against the Giants last year, Stoltz made, 6 of them. His ERA in those 6 starts, 5.91. He gave up 40 hits, including 6 homers in 35 innings. So even though both teams just had 5 hits last night, even though the Padres won last night 2-1, I say you got to go with the Giants here and to come back and revenge. Okay, in the final free selection, I'm going to go with the slumping Detroit Tigers minus $1.50 at home today with Max Scherzer on the hill. It's only his second home start. His first one came in his season debut when he held Kansas City scoreless and to just 4 hits in 8 shutout innings. Since then, pitching at the Dodgers and at San Diego, he gave up 6 runs in 12 innings. But remember, last year at Comerica Park, 12-1 in 16 starts with a 3.55 earned run average. The past 3 years, prior to this season, the previous 3 years, pitching at home, Scherzer, 27-8 with a 3.63 earned run average in 48 starts. Ain't too shabby. Now, C.J. Wilson has been pitching well here in his last 2 starts against the Houston Astros and the New York Mets. He's given up 3 runs in just 15 innings. And the team, the Angels, have scored 23 runs in those 2 starts. But here's the deal. Even though he was very impressive on the road last year, 11-3 in 19 starts, he had an ERA well over 4. And in his 2 starts against the Tigers last year, his ERA was over 6.5 runs. And in the past 3 seasons, he's made 5 starts against the Tigers. His ERA is nearly 5.5 runs. In his last 5 outings at Comerica Park, 4 of them starts, his ERA is over 9. So even though the Angels won last night's opener 11-6, and even though the Tigers have lost 3 of their last 4 and 6 of 9 since a 4-0 start to the season, I'm willing to put my money there in terms of a free pick on Scherzer and the Tigers, who rebound here and end a 10-game losing streak in this series. Believe me, I was as shocked as you are to hear that when I researched that and discovered it. So the Tigers are going to be your final free selection along with the San Francisco Giants and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Go forth, make money, and I'll catch you again on Sunday.